Okay, today we're going to do a quick run through of the MemoQ C320. This is a USB voice recorder, digital voice recorder. Very discreet. You can't tell that it's anything other than what looks like a USB flash drive. So when you open the box, here's what you get, and here's all you need, really. It's got everything pretty much you need. Let me show you this first. All right, here's the recorder itself. Open the cap on it, you'll see the USB-C type plug on it. That will plug into your phone, so you can, it's basically a built-in OTG on it, so you can plug it right into your phone and listen to recordings on your phone. It also comes with this adapter for the regular USB for your computer, full-size USB, so you can plug it then right into your computer. Now, as you can see, it just looks like a regular thumb drive. Nothing unusual about it, but if you look very closely, you'll see two little dots on it. There's two dots here, and there's a solid line right here. And right here is it's a roller. I've got it recording right now. Let's put that to the middle. If you can see that, there's a little roller on it with a little point on it sticking up. When that point's in the middle, it's off. If it's going towards the two dots, it's in voice-activated recording. And if it's going towards the solid line, it's in continuous recording. Right now I've got it set up so there are no lights. Normally there's some lights right here indicating that it's recording. If you want them to be on, I'll show you in a second how you turn that on and off. But right now I've got them off. So now, one of the first things you're going to want to do, this will work right out of the box. You can just start recording immediately. But it does have a date and time stamp on it. And voice activation, you can adjust the sensitivity of it. You can schedule record. And I'm going to show you how to do that now. So you put this on it. You plug in your computer. You can't do this OTG of your phone. You can only listen to the files that are on it. So you'll need a PC for this. You plug it in. And it should pop up automatically. Just takes 1 second. Okay, so there you go. There's the software on it. This lost directory, you don't need to do anything with that. You've got your voice. This is going to be where your voice recordings are held at. You can see I've got a couple on there because I was recording earlier while we started this video. And here's your time setup. Click on time setup, or double click it I should say. And here's all your settings. You got PCM, XHQ, and HQ for your record quality, which is right here. Your voice activation level is right here, VOS level. And your record indicator on or off is here, which means you have that blue light flashing when you're recording or no light flashing at all. And then you have your scheduled recording. Down here is your date and time. That basically it syncs it to your computer. Once you hit start, it will sync the time on the recorder. All right, now let's go over here to the record quality. For generally speaking, all you're going to need is the HQ, and that's you're using it for, you need it for forensic analysis. You can go up to XHQ or PCM, but that uses a lot more memory and more battery power, so it won't last you quite as long. Voice activation level, usually we leave it on +2, but it depends on what kind of situation you're in. If you're in a really loud situation, you may want to turn it down. Maybe you're on a bus or you're in a public area where it's got a lot of loud noises and you don't want it to go on all the time. You could turn it down. But most of the time you're going to leave it on +1 or 0, or +2 or 0, I should say. And then your record indicator, that's just completely up to you, whatever you want, if you want to be able to see it or not. Now when you go to scheduled recording, if you click on, what this does is you can record the time when it's going to turn on. Once you set a time on this, let's go to 7 o'clock in the morning, and it's going to stay on for 1 hour. You can change it to 2 hours, 5 hours, 10 hours, or 20 hours. Day at 7 o'clock in the morning, it's going to come on and stay on for 1 hour right now. If I put it to 2 hours, it would be 2. That's good. So if you're on a schedule or something, you leave for work every day, and you're driving in your car every day at 7 o'clock, you're going to be in there for an hour. You could you just leave it in your car, set it to come on at 7, turn off in an hour, and you'd have that recording every time you're in the car. So if you're on the phone or whatever the reason is you want to record, you'll have that every day. You leave the recording in the off mode, it will turn the recorder on automatically by itself and turn it off when it's done. Now every time when you are finished setting these settings, you need to hit the start button. So hit the start button, and then you immediately want to disconnect the recorder from your computer, because the time will not take effect until you disconnect it from your computer. Meaning if you just leave it in there for a while and you're working on your computer and you wait an hour until you disconnect it from your computer, your time will be off for about an hour. All right, so we're going to click on this to disconnect. All right, so now let's take a look at how we can listen to the recordings on your smartphone. First thing you're going to do, take the cap off, and this should plug in it's all universal now for your newer phones. That's the C-type USB cable. Plug it into your phone. If you don't have that type, you can get an adapter. All right, so once you plug it in, some phones it's going to just pop right up. Sometimes it won't. Mine does not. So I keep this is an Android phone. On an Android phone, it's under My Files. I keep it right here, but you can just search for My Files in your apps and you'll be able to find it. There we go. You can see where it says right there, USB storage 1. That's it. It doesn't say MemoQ like it does on a computer. It'll generally say USB storage of some kind. If you only have one plugged in, it'll probably be USB storage 1. All you do is you click on that. And then again, you click on the voice folder, and those are all your recordings right there. Let me go ahead and play one. It's going to ask you what do you want to use. I use Samsung Music. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Testing, testing, testing. And there you go. It's that simple. When you want to unplug it from your phone, though, you need to what they call unmount it. On mine, it's up here. You'll see these 3 dots. Click on that, and then it says unmount. Click on unmount. And down here it says USB storage 1 unmounted. Now you can unplug it with no problems. If you unplug it without doing that, sometimes my phone will tell me that I need to restart my phone. So you just want to make sure that you unmount it properly. All right, so now let's go ahead and go over how you listen to the recordings on your computer. First thing you're going to do is you're going to plug the recorder into your computer using the adapter, unless your computer happens to have a C USB on it. Okay, this should pop up automatically. And there it is. So now you're going to click on the voice folder, and then you can just choose whichever, those are all your voice recordings right here. I'm going to go ahead and click on this one to listen to it. Test 1, 2. That's it. That's how you do it. Very simple, very easy. If you want to delete these files, you can just click on it, right click, hit delete. Yes, and it's deleted. Same thing if you want. You can highlight them, highlight a whole list of them and do it all at once if you want to.